Welcome back. It took me 10 years to figure this out. I'm going to hand it to you in the next half hour. Life isn't interested in waiting for anyone. The sun comes up regardless. The world keeps turning whether you're ready or not, moving like a river that never once pauses to check in. Every time you open your eyes in the morning, that's a reminder you're still in the race. But it's also a quiet warning. Stay still too long, and life will simply move on without you. Think about it honestly. People who used to be part of your life have gone their own way. Jobs that felt permanent evaporated. Moments you assumed would last forever are just memories now. The world doesn't slow down because you're exhausted. It doesn't pause because your heart's broken. And it definitely doesn't wait around for laziness. That's exactly why mornings carry so much weight. Each one is a fresh vote for who you're going to be that day. Repeat yesterday's patterns, or rise a little sharper, a little more determined. Here's a hard truth, though it's also weirdly freeing. Nobody's coming to save you. People are buried in their own struggles. They can't carry yours for you. That's not a reason to despair. It's actually a reason to stand up straighter. Because if nobody's riding in to rescue you, the power to change things belongs entirely, completely to you. That's the gift hiding inside every morning. Proof that your life is still yours to shape. A lot of people wake up haunted by regret. Wasted time, broken plans, chances they let slip by. But regret only has value if you turn it into fuel. Don't treat your past like a prison cell. Treat it like a teacher. Every mistake is a lesson etched into memory. Every failure a nudge toward something wiser. Morning is your daily shot at taking those lessons and saying, I won't repeat what broke me. I'm building something sturdier instead. But here's the warning underneath all of it. If you don't get up and build your own dream, somebody else will happily hire you to build theirs. That's just how it works. Drift long enough, stay unfocused long enough, keep waiting for some perfect moment that was never going to arrive, and you'll spend your years constructing someone else's vision while your own quietly withers. Morning hands you the choice. Become the architect of your own life, or stay a laborer inside somebody else's blueprint. And in all of this, silence is your best ally. Work quietly, protect what you're building, celebrate your wins privately. People, even well-meaning people, have a way of poking holes in things, not always out of malice, but through doubt, envy, or plain negativity. Reveal too much too soon, and you expose your dream to a storm of other people's opinions before it's even had a chance to take root. The Stoics understood this. Staying indifferent to outside opinion was central to their whole approach, and that wisdom hasn't aged a day. Build quietly, guard your energy, let the results announce themselves when they're ready. One more thing before we start. Not all advice deserves your attention. The world is packed with people telling you how to live, what to do, where to go. But if the person handing you advice isn't living anything close to the life you actually want, why are you listening? Choose your teachers carefully. Tune out the rest. Follow only the people whose actual results match what you're chasing. Everything from here on isn't just talk. These are principles that'll genuinely reshape how you meet your mornings, your setbacks, your whole future. It took me years of trial and error and hard reflection to land on them. My goal here is simple: save you that time. Let's walk through it together. 1. Life doesn't wait for anyone. Life isn't patient. It doesn't pause, and it definitely doesn't knock twice. The biggest illusion most of us live under is believing we've got time to spare. I'll do it tomorrow, next week, someday. Someday is a dangerous word because more often than not, it quietly means never.
If you're carrying a dream, a goal, some change you know you need to make, life isn't going to sit around until you're comfortable, ready, or fearless. It moves whether you're on board or not. Every morning you wake into a world already in motion. Someone's already working on the idea you keep putting off. Someone's training harder while you're still scrolling. Someone's building the exact life you only dream about. The world isn't slowing down to accommodate your hesitation. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Not to act as though you had 10,000 years left. Death hangs over all of us while we're still living. So use whatever power you have, while you still have it, to be good." Time is the one resource you can't stockpile. You don't own tomorrow. You barely own the next hour. All you actually have is this moment, this breath, this morning. And what you do with it matters more than almost anything else. Think honestly about how many chances procrastination has already cost you. How many "I'll start next week" mornings turned into the exact same spot months later. That's what happens when you assume life will simply wait around. It won't. And the deepest pain isn't failure. It's looking back one day and realizing you never even tried. Nature doesn't stop for your excuses. Seasons turn, the sun rises and sets regardless, and time keeps flowing forward whether you're moving with it or being dragged along behind it. So what does that mean for your morning specifically? It means how you start the day shapes everything that follows it. Start with purpose, and you fall into rhythm with life's own momentum. Start with laziness and distraction, and you slip behind it. Morning isn't just a slice of the clock. It's the actual battlefield where you decide whether you're a participant in your own life or just a bystander watching it happen. Ask yourself, if today were your very last shot at real progress, would you waste it? What if today is the day your future self is quietly begging you not to ruin? Would you still hit snooze? Every person you admire shares one trait. They understood time was scarce and refused to wait for life to slow down for them. They moved with urgency, they acted, they failed plenty, and got back up anyway. The gap between them and everyone else was never talent. It was urgency. So start with one simple commitment. Never let a morning go to waste. When you wake up, don't just exist through it. Decide something. Decide how you'll move, how you'll act, how you'll push forward, even in small ways. A page written, a workout finished, a plan actually made. Life tends to reward the people who respect its clock. 2. Take care of yourself before anything else. Here's a truth a lot of people ignore until it's too late. If something happens to you, the world keeps moving. Harsh, but real. Your job gets filled. Your responsibilities get reassigned. Even the people who love you eventually find a way to live without you. Life doesn't stop when you fall. It just keeps going. Which is exactly why taking care of yourself has to come first. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't build a dream, support the people you love, or reach your own potential if your body and mind are running on fumes. And yet so many of us live like we're indestructible, skipping sleep, ignoring our health, neglecting our own peace of mind, convinced that sacrifice means burning ourselves down for everyone else. That's not sacrifice. That's slow self-destruction dressed up as virtue. Epictetus taught that your mind and body deserve to be guarded like a fortress, because if the fortress falls, everything sheltered inside it falls with it. The same logic applies to you. If you collapse, your dreams collapse with you, and so do the people counting on you. So the very first responsibility of your morning is you. Ask yourself honestly, what's the point of grinding for wealth you're too sick to enjoy? What's the point of chasing a dream your body gives out before you reach? Real discipline was never just about working hard. It's about working smart. And smart work starts with actually taking care of yourself. In practice, that means treating your body like the vehicle carrying your entire future. Fuel it with real food instead of junk. Move it instead of letting it stiffen. Rest it with real sleep instead of another hour of scrolling, and sharpen your mind with quiet, not more noise. These sound like small habits, but stacked together, they become the actual foundation everything else stands on. Think of your morning as the launch pad for the whole day. Start it in chaos, skipped meals, rushed stress, and you set that same chaotic tone for everything after. Start it with order and calm instead, and you walk into the world already prepared. A lot of people avoid self-care because it feels selfish. Flip that thinking. It's actually selfish to neglect yourself, because when you break down, everyone depending on you suffers alongside you. Your family, your friends, whatever mission you're building, they all need you steady. Taking care of yourself isn't self-indulgence. It might be the single most responsible thing you do. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself he had power over his own mind, not outside events, and realizing that was the whole source of his strength. That means guarding your mental state matters just as much as guarding your body. Each morning, check what's actually running through your head. Are you feeding it negativity before the day's even begun? Or feeding it purpose and clarity instead? Picture two people waking at the same moment. One rolls over, scrolls straight into envy and distraction. The other drinks water, stretches, breathes, sets an intention. Who do you think handles the day's storms better? That's the quiet power of morning self-care. It's a shield you put on before the first battle even starts. So make this the commitment. Stop waiting for a crisis to force you into caring for yourself. Don't wait for burnout or heartbreak to remind you how fragile you actually are. Build the habits now, before you need the proof. 3. Don't drown in regret. Learn from it and keep moving. Regret is one of the heaviest things a person can drag around. It slows every step, whispering that you should have done better, that you wasted your shot, that it's already too late. But here's the truth. Regret is only useful if you turn it into fuel. How many mornings have you woken up replaying the job you didn't take, the relationship you damaged, the chances you let slide? That's the trap regret sets. It convinces you the past is still alive somewhere, when in reality, it's already closed. You can't rewind it. You can only extract the lesson from it. Epictetus was blunt about this. We suffer more often in our own imagination than in reality. Regret is exactly that, manufacturing pain out of something that no longer even exists. The past is a closed book, and the only power it holds now is whatever wisdom you're willing to pull from it. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" try asking, "What did this actually teach me?" That single shift changes everything. Every failure becomes a lesson. Every heartbreak, a form of wisdom. Every wasted year, a teacher pushing you not to waste the next one. But here's the real danger. Regret doesn't just weigh you down, it blinds you to what's right in front of you. So focused on what you lost, you miss what's actually happening now. Like driving while staring only into the rearview mirror. You're guaranteed to crash eventually. So how do you actually let go? First, accept you can't rewrite what's already happened. Forgive yourself for simply being human. Nobody makes flawless choices. Nobody dodges every mistake. What matters is whether you repeat them or grow past them. Second, take real action today. The best antidote to regret is visible progress. Regretting years without exercise? Move your body today. Regretting a business you never started? Take the smallest possible first step right now. Regret loses its grip the moment you prove to yourself the future can genuinely be better than the past. And third, remember you're not the same person who made those old mistakes. Every sunrise makes you someone slightly new. The fact that you feel regret at all is proof you've already grown. So don't punish today's version of you for the choices of the old one. 4. Build your own dream, or spend your life building someone else's. Every morning hands you a quiet choice. Build your dream today, or spend the day building someone else's instead. Hard truth to swallow because most people spend their entire lives working toward another person's vision, while their own sits buried and untouched. Look around. The company you work for, the building you're sitting in, the app on your phone, even the coffee in your hand. All of it started as someone's dream once. The only reason it exists now is because that person chose to build instead of delay, refused to waste their mornings, and moved with urgency while everyone else stayed asleep. Here's the reality. If you don't wake up with your own sense of purpose, someone else will happily sell you theirs. If you never chase your own vision, you'll spend your life chasing deadlines for people who did chase theirs. That doesn't mean working for someone else is inherently bad. Sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes it builds real discipline and stability. But if that's where it stops, if you hand your whole dream over just to serve someone else's, you've lost something of yourself in the process. The Stoics believed everyone has a duty to live in line with their own nature, using their skills and energy towards something that actually means something. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that a person's worth is measured by the worth of their ambitions. So ask yourself honestly, are your ambitions actually yours, or just whatever got handed to you by everyone else? Building your dream doesn't have to mean quitting your job tomorrow, or recklessly throwing away stability. It means carving out real time, daily, for whatever lights you up. Right before work, start the small side project. Learn the skill after hours. Speed was never the point. Movement is. Because every morning you delay, your dream sits gathering dust while someone else's grows stronger by the day. Think of your mornings as stolen time. Before the noise of obligation rushes in, you've got a quiet window to plant seeds for your own future. Most people waste that window on distraction. Builders use it to create. 5. Work in silence. Celebrate in private. In a world that rewards noise, silence is genuinely powerful. Everywhere you look, people are announcing their plans before they've taken a single real step. But reveal too much too soon, and you invite doubt, envy, even quiet sabotage into the middle of your progress. That's why one of the biggest lessons I've learned is simple. Work in silence. Celebrate in private. Keep your dreams quiet, and you protect them. Think of them like seeds. Dig them up constantly to show people, and they never actually root. Water them patiently, privately, and they grow into something nothing can shake. Not everyone actually wants to see you win. Not always out of cruelty, but because your momentum can remind them uncomfortably of their own standstill. Announce every move, and you hand them the opening to plant doubt right in your soil. Are you sure about that? Sounds risky. What if it doesn't work? Those small seeds of doubt can wreck your confidence before you've even really begun. Epictetus warned that chasing approval costs you your freedom. Silence hands that freedom back. It lets you build without the extra weight of everyone else's expectations, focused on real progress instead of applause. Think about genuinely successful people. They rarely broadcast every plan as it forms. They build quietly, step by step, until the work itself speaks louder than any announcement could. Real greatness doesn't need a trumpet. It shows up in results. Celebrating privately matters just as much. Flaunt a win too loudly, and you attract envy. Sometimes even people looking to exploit your success. Sometimes praise even tricks your own brain into thinking the work's finished, when it isn't. Celebrate quietly instead, and you stay hungry, still building, energy still protected. This doesn't mean never sharing anything. It means being intentional about when. Share once the foundation's solid, once the results speak for themselves, once no amount of doubt could actually shake you. 6. Only listen to voices that have earned it. The world is loud and everyone's got an opinion for you. Family, co-workers, strangers online, all eager to tell you how to live. But here's a principle that reshaped things for me. If the person giving you advice isn't living anything close to the life you actually want, why would you take their word for it? We give far too much weight to opinions that never earned that space. Share a dream with a friend, and they laugh it off. Bring a plan to a coworker, and they tell you it won't work. Open up to family, and they quietly project their own fears onto your choices. And slowly, without noticing, your dream shrinks to fit their limited view of what's possible. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the opinion of 10,000 people means nothing if not one of them actually understands the subject. Volume was never proof of wisdom. Just because someone speaks with confidence or emotion doesn't mean they're right. Would you take financial advice from someone buried in debt? Health advice from someone who ignores their own body? Relationship advice from someone constantly toxic? So, why let voices like that shape your path? You need to filter your circle carefully. Not everyone deserves unrestricted access to your mind. Surround yourself instead with people actually living the results you're after. Want discipline? Learn from people who embody it. Want real success? Study people who've genuinely built it. Want peace? Follow people who radiate it. Muting the wrong voices matters just as much as amplifying the right ones. Sometimes that means setting a boundary. Sometimes it means real distance. It doesn't mean you stop loving people. It just means you stop letting them steer your choices. And here's the key. The loudest voice in your life should ultimately be your own. Every morning, ask yourself honestly what you actually want, what genuinely feels right. And trust that answer, because you're the one who has to live with the outcome, not them. 7. Life rewards consistency, not excuses. If mornings have taught me one thing, it's this. Life doesn't care about your excuses. It only responds to actual effort. You can explain away why you skipped the workout or didn't chase the dream today, but explanations don't build results. Consistency does. One workout won't transform your body. Daily discipline will. One page won't make a book. A page every single day will. Saving money once won't build wealth. Saving a little consistently will. Real success was never one giant leap. It's small steps, repeated without fail. Seneca wrote that it's not that we have too little time. It's that we waste so much of what we're given. Every wasted morning adds up. Every excuse compounds, but so does every act of discipline. The small daily things quietly shape the entire arc of a life. Consistency works because it compounds silently. You won't see the results right away, and that's exactly where most people give up, chasing instant payoff that mornings simply aren't built to deliver. Mornings are about planting seeds, watering them day after day until the harvest eventually comes. Excuses, meanwhile, destroy you quietly. Harmless in the moment, I'll do it tomorrow, until one excuse becomes 10, and suddenly years have slipped by. So what's the fix? Build small non-negotiables into your morning. 5 minutes of journaling, 10 push-ups, 1-page read. Whatever it is. Size doesn't matter. Consistency does. It trains your brain to default to action instead of excuse. Think of life as a ledger. Every morning you either deposit discipline or debt. Discipline builds you up. Debt drags you under. Which one are you adding today? And here's the quiet secret. Consistency builds real confidence. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you prove you can trust yourself. And once that trust is solid, very little can actually shake you. Pause. We've walked through a lot here. Life doesn't wait for anyone. If you neglect yourself, the world simply moves on without you. Regret is wasted energy unless you mine it for a lesson. Fail to build your own dream, and someone will happily hire you to build theirs instead. Protect what you're building with silence. Filter the voices you actually let in. And above everything, choose consistency over excuse. Every morning is a decision point. Waste it or use it. Drift on excuses or rise on discipline. The Stoics understood that time is the one resource you never get back. Once today's gone, it's gone permanently. That's exactly why mornings matter, why urgency matters. I can't make the choice for you, and I can't walk the path in your place, but I can remind you. You're not powerless, and you're not stuck. Every sunrise is another chance. You don't have to keep carrying the regret. You don't have to keep listening to the wrong voices, and you don't have to spend one more year building somebody else's dream. So tomorrow, when you wake up, don't wait for motivation. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for life to slow down for you. Just rise, move, act, and carry this with you. I rise stronger every morning, and I will not waste the time life has given me.